Hi everybody, this is Scott Miller with River City Mortgage and Financial, and happy Cinco de Mayo. Obviously today is May 5th, and thank you for tuning into this week's Market Minute. This is intended for real estate professionals and trusted financial advisors. If you're a consumer who's received this, it's because one of them felt that you would benefit from this, and they forwarded the information on to you. So please make sure to thank them by referring your friends, family, and work associates to those individuals. This is not a solicitation to lock into an interest rate. It's not an interest rate quote, and it doesn't constitute a lock agreement according to Minnesota law. Last week we saw a lot of volatility. Rates improved by about they got worse by about 3/8 of a point. The rest of the market was improving. Almost all the economic data that came out last week was better than anticipated, showing slight signs of recovery. If you're watching any news right now, they're all talking about how we might be at the end of the recession and slowly having a recovery period. One thing to remember during this time, when the market was skyrocketing and it looked like there was no end in sight, then all of a sudden the bubble burst and it went down. The same thing will happen the other way. Let's not get too greedy. Let's not wait for, now it's not the time to wait for the house prices to drop another 5,000-6,000. It's not the time to wait to see if the rates will dip down another eighth. It'll start going up the other way, and the market will go up faster than it goes down. So if you're thinking of buying, now's the time. If you're thinking of refinancing, now's the time. The bigger factor in payment is interest rate. 1% is around $7,000 to $10,000 as a payment, as a cost. So I would say if you're on the fence about buying, buy now, because once that starts turning around, then you're going to see that market all of a sudden change, and as those interest rates go up, has a huge impact. This week, what we've got coming out, we do have a treasury auction this week, and we're going to wait and see how that goes, and see if the markets can absorb more of our debt. But really, the true indicator will be this Friday for unemployment numbers. Be cautious of that. If you're closing in the next 30 days, you've got to be prepared for, if you're going to gamble on those rates, be prepared for it to be have them go up a little bit. That's not going to hesitate to tick upward if it's a little bit lower than anticipated. My recommendation would be to lock in, and if you're closing even 45 days, I'd consider locking, just because the economic data is starting to improve. But otherwise, make sure you have a good conversation with your mortgage consultant, and I certainly hope that's me. I can be reached directly at 763-509-7400. My email is smiller@rcmortgage.com. Thanks very much. Make it a great week.